spam calls, he answers them all.
Some scammy scam.
May I beg your pardon? What do you mean by scammy scam?
It's Special K's telemarketer turnaround
So you're a beautiful boy.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Everybody told me that.
on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, Special K, I got to give you props. I mean, I don't know how you turn it on so quickly. I've seen you actually get one of these spam calls in the hallway, and you immediately go into these voices.
So I've never received a call in regards to an accident that I may or may not have had. And so
Because usually they're calling you about final arrangements or selling a house that you don't own.
And they're saying you were in the accident, or like, because I've heard that one. I think Roula talked about it. Where was it Tassos or someone? They
voice cloned him to his parents and had them panic that he got into an accident and he had $36,000
with AI.
Yeah, his parents thought for sure like he was. They really believed him, and they were like, his mom was crying.
Oh my God!
And then he was like, I was in a car. I was in an accident, and I need so random, $36,000. They were asking. So weird. Anyway, so it wasn't a voice clone thing. This was definitely like a phone farm.
Yeah, they alleged that I was in some sort of accident and I deserved some compensation. No. Now, if you listen to the show, you know that I work with Adam Ramsey, Call the Ram. And so I just assumed that Adam was calling me. He wanted to chat for a little bit or something like that. Wasn't sure what was going on. You know, I had just woken up. You'll hear in my voice, I'm trying to like put on the tiredness and then I fall out of it and then fall back into it. You know how I do.
The Kevin Costner of acting.
Yes. So we're going to pick up here where I tell him, yes, indeed, I was in an accident. This is when I hit record.
All right.
I was in a wreck.
Yes, and that was not your fault. Do you recall that?
I don't remember. I was tussled up so hard. He hit me from behind. And
It was a rear-ended.
yeah, I was completely and utterly rear-ended so hard that I flew through the window shield. And I ended up in a garden. It was beautiful.
What?
Oh, okay. It was a dangerous and a beautiful.
Well, actually, when I woke up, I saw Katy Perry looking at me, cute-like. But then I realized it was just a CD case someone had tossed out their window. It was a litter.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear about that, ma'am. Did you receive any compensation for yourself? Or you didn't?
Well, I only broke my left pinky finger, so it was fine. I just kind of walked on down the road and got on the bus, the Metro. Have you ever been on the Houston Metro? It's marvelous.
Yeah, I've been.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's the cleanest, meanest ride you've ever been on. And so they took me on down to the veterinarian. And I thought it was strange at the time. The veterinarian put my finger back on.
Oh my God!
Oh, okay. I completely understand that, man.
What are you calling about?
Definitely, we can help you. Yeah, we are here to help you out to get your compensation. Can you tell me when once it happened? This year or last year?
Oh, it was yesterday. You may have seen Al Roker reporting on the NBC.
Yesterday?
Yes, and they always say, call the Ram. Is this the Ram?
No, this is not a rhyme. What is rhyme, by the way?
Don't wait, don't hesitate, call the 8. Is what the man says on the radio, and I figured that was y'all calling me. Adam?
No. No, I'm not.
What's your name?
No. My name is Michael Stanley, ma'am. So I was here to talk about the accident you had yesterday. I'm asking, did you go to see a doctor? Just like you told me, that is a yes, right?
I went to see a veterinarian, sir, is what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, it was a veterinarian. It was a military area.
Sure, I'm in a remote area
Military
of the heights.
veteran. Whoa.
Yeah.
Totally confused.
Oh.
All we have is a veterinarian, and this is the first neighborhood in Houston. As a matter of fact, if you look it up on a map, it says the heights is the highest high. Well, most of us are here, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I understand that, ma'am. But I'm asking, ma'am, like, you go to your doctor to get a checkup about you, yes? How many times do you go? Twice a day?
Oh no, my husband won't let me on account of where they look. No. I'm talking about my kitty, Stanley.
Okay, ma'am. So I want to ask, ma'am, how you pronounce your first and last name?
Eloise Pennybaker.
Elvie.
Oh, dummy, Eloise.
It's dummy Elvie? Like Benny Baker?
But no, I'm saying you're the dummy. It's Eloise. I'm not the dummy.
Oh my God. Veterinarian, yes, because you're in a military town. No.
Oh my God. He
That is
didn't know
not-
the
has
difference
nothing to do with
between
military.
a vet versus a
Veteran.
pet doctor.
Who's going to use them? Why would you not go to your own lawyer?
Right.
I love
Make sure
how
you call the Ram.
Michael Stanley.
Michael.
Yeah, they just pick characters from The Office.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Eric.
Let me send you over to Dwight.
Yeah, shoot farms. Wow, that was epic. That we did
God.
not expect that one at all, did we?
No, I woke up in a garden, but
Beautiful and dangerous.
Perry was looking at you.
here's just a CD. If you can just imagine me waking up and I just see a CD in front of me. It's Katy Perry. And oh my God, where am I?
He would just agree to anything you said.
I just feel
my
bad if people
gosh.
fall for this stuff.
You made a joke about the heights, how most of us are high here.
Yes.
I totally understand what you're saying. And I'm like, no, you
No, you
didn't
don't.
get it.
I mean, I was trying to listen in, like, what are the people behind him saying? Because they're all on the phones,
Right.
too.
Oh, there's
not
like
gonna
100
happen.
What were
people in that
they-
room doing the
Sometimes,
same
you know, if
thing.
they're...
It's trying to hear what they're selling.
Yeah,
They're trying to
or
steal.
how are they saying it, or how far are they getting with it? You know what I mean? Like, wow, it's really loud. You at a party? Next time, ask him if he's at a party. He's calling from a party because it's so loud.
I definitely have said that before, and it's like, no, I am just an operator in Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix.
in
All
Phoenix.
Okay.
Sure, that's an interesting name of your town. We don't buy it. Okay, if you'd like to actually do a prank call, though, with somebody in your life, you know Kevin's available to help you out with that. If you go to krbe.com/prank call requests, a lot of people go to our website to reach out to Eric for different segments of the Roula and Ryan show, like the one coming up next. It's called Closure. This person has dropped out of your life, and you're trying to reconnect, but they won't be having it.
Now, you
She
said
she was ghosted by a guy, but discovered something huge. And-
After the ghosting.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
So
she
I'm-
still wants to.
She's
she
been
wants
trying
closure.
to get a hold, so I'm like, I'm going to help you get closure.
all
I
right.
don't want to tell you guys yet.
Now I'm intrigued.
Dating is rough.
The way the key here. Wait.
Well, don't throw away
Don't
the key.
throw it
You got to
away.
unlock it in
You
about
gotta-
5 minutes. We'll get closure next on the Roula and Ryan show.
That, my friend, is what they call closure.
Yes, and that's what we're looking for
Get some
every
answers.
Wednesday at 7:20. Go to krbe.com if you'd like to get in queue, in the line, for Eric to respond back to you to help you find the person that's dropped out of your life for whatever reason. It has been all kinds of relationships. Most common scenario is
Ghosting.
somebody went out on a date romantically, or a few dates, or some months, and then they just stopped talking to each other. And like, what happened? My texts are not being returned, but they'll return Eric's texts. What happened, Eric?
Well, she was
Wow.
ghosted.
She was
I don't want to tell you too much.
Yeah, let's
we
just
just
get
talk
to
to her
it.
because I'm going to screw up. I haven't told you guys anything.
I know. So
I've been
I
sitting
thought
over here
maybe you
just-
would. Let's just get
nervous.
Tanya on the line. Tanya,
I'm
thanks
not
for being
nervous.
here this morning. Good morning.
Excited.
Good morning.
Hey, Tanya, who are you trying to get closure from?
I'm trying to get closure from Kyle. So recently I went away for like a 3-day weekend in Galveston, hanging out on the beach, having a good time.
Did you run into Eric and Roula?
I know, right? That's our home away from home.
No, unfortunately. Would have been fun. I'm usually like really traditional about dating. Like I don't jump right into bed with people like till I know somebody. But I met Kyle and we just seemed to like bond immediately, and it was really out of character for me, but I did kind of end up spending the entire weekend in his hotel room with him.
Where did you meet him on the beach? Like you were alone and he was alone, and
Yeah.
y'all realized, hey, we're laying out near each other.
You
Let's
have
talk
friends
to each other.
just by yourself? That'd be weird. To see.
Yeah.
Do you have one of those metal detectors?
Who goes to the beach alone?
Yeah, he's out there looking for coins.
Well, I was out on the beach reading a book, and he was hanging out with his friends playing bocce, and he came over and struck up a conversation with me. And I got back from my 3-day weekend, and he was like, yeah, I really want to see you on Tuesday when you get done with work. So, like, of course, I spend all day just like, oh my God, butterflies. And then trying to get in touch with him, I'm getting nothing. And then I did a little social media excavation and found out that Kyle is married.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Why are you in closure then? You know why he was with you. He just used you.
Yeah, and that's why he's ghosted.
Yeah, I still want to talk to him to call him out.
I mean, obviously, Eric, you know this closure. Is he there?
Yes, he's listening to this
How
whole
would
thing.
he agree to talk to you but not to her?
Because he's not from Houston. He's from another city.
Oh, my God, Tanya. Well, before he hangs up, let's just get him on the phone. Can we just
And
get
plus,
him on the phone?
I told him he knows that you know he's married, so I think he's scared that you
might reach out
to his
Okay, well, let's just
wife.
get him on the phone before he hangs up. Kyle, you hear us? Hi, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being available and for wanting to be with us today.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Kyle.
Wow. Look at you.
We're not saying your last name.
Mr. Married.
We're not saying... It might not even be Oklahoma. It could be some other state.
You never... What are you saying?
You never even mentioned a state.
Oh, oh, crap. I thought I did it a second ago. I thought I did.
did not.
No, you didn't.
Well, he is not from there.
Well, I'm sure there's more than one Kyle in the state of Oklahoma.
Tanya, say hi to Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Tanya.
Kyle, why are you hooking up with this girl if you're married?
Well, in my defense, I didn't plan it like that. I am married, but, my marriage has been for a while having problems. And
the problem is you're sleeping with other women.
What's the problem?
Well, there were problems before that. When I met Tanya, I don't know what it was. We just sort of clicked immediately, I felt. Anyway, but
Kyle, you said love at first sight.
Uh-oh.
What? You said love at first sight?
I did,
yeah.
and I felt that way at the time. But you have to admit, I mean, there was a lot of drinking going on. I think we both were maybe caught up in the moment. And, after 3 days, I woke up with a huge hangover and went back to work and sort of realized what I had done. And, it was just no way to end a marriage. Well, I told my wife everything.
Oh, you told her you met Tanya.
For real? You told your wife. If we were to get your wife on the phone right now and say, do you know your husband had a 3-day affair? She would say yes?
I mean, I told her because it was the right thing to do. And to be honest, I wasn't sure if it was going to lead to a relationship with Tanya and I or whatever, but we talked it out and talked about our problems and agreed that, we're going to try and work on the marriage and save our marriage.
Kyle, it doesn't make me feel better because we have other problems besides that because I'm late.
Uh-oh.
So how late are you?
I'm late enough to be worried about it, but it's too soon for me to trust a test.
Oh my God.
But maybe the stress of you not getting a hold of him and then finding out he's married, doesn't that stress screw you up?
I'm sorry, and I don't mean to sound insensitive here, but how do you even know it's mine? We were together for 3 days. That seems kind of unlikely.
It takes one time.
Kyle, you're the only person I've been with in the last 6 months.
Oh, man.
You guys need to talk off air because now I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yep.
Well, definitely that's why she was seeking out closure.
So, Kyle, how do you think your wife's going to react to that?
Well, let's just back up for a second. I'm not going to go back and upset my wife even more over something that's not even for sure. I mean, you don't know for sure, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, if I was you, I would probably do the same thing. I'd wait to find out. Why would I tell my wife that?
Right.
I may have gotten her pregnant.
Yeah, I would not. I'd wait as well. Is that bad? I just think.
No, I mean, I think that Kyle already told his wife he had an affair. Why are you going to tell your wife? Well, she might be pregnant, but let's wait and see.
Yeah. Unless he didn't tell his wife at all. Maybe he's just lying to us.
No, I told her. I did. I told her. But I'm not going to tell her this unless it's a real thing, unless it's actually happening. You can imagine she's not very happy with me, okay?
Hey, can I say, if she is pregnant, would you do the right thing and be responsible?
My wife and I don't even have kids. I have no idea what I would do.
Well, let's let them take this off the air because that's a lot to process.
And, hang in there, Tanya. This has got to be a really stressful, difficult time for you. If you're just like, well, I met this guy I thought was awesome. And
maybe it's the stress.
Might be having his baby, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You definitely have to give us a call back, and Tanya, when you have confirmation, and let us know what is happening, because this is life-changing information, absolutely life-changing information for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Think about that. If it's positive, you guys are tied together for the rest of your lives, and he's out of state, and you got to deal with all that. If it's negative, you never talk to each other ever again.
Yep.
Thanks for helping me get in touch with him, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Oof, that's nerve-wracking. I can see why you were not letting us know certain things, Eric.
I wish she knew, had the test to say I am or
Well,
I'm
she'll
not.
probably find out in a few days. She'll know.
Do you think? I don't know.
How long do you have to wait before you take that?
He told his wife?
That's
Say it
what
again.
I'm
was your
wondering.
question?
You think he told his wife, or he's just saying that?
Just to look.
I think he's just saying that because he's going to
Good.
live here. So his wife has no idea about us or what's just happening. He's covering his butt now. I mean, if this thing comes out to be positive, then he's going to have to tell her. Or what if he doesn't? There's some woman out there that has no idea that an entire city has just heard that her man is having a kid
husband.
with somebody, right? But that doesn't bother him because how's that going to get back to her? She doesn't know.
How would
it
any
exists.
marriage withstand something like that?
It has.
Not only
Plenty of
did
them
you
have.
have an affair, but you impregnated somebody
Plenty of
else.
people have, Ryan.
Yeah.
Plenty of. We've done this for how many years?
That's just gotta
How
hurt
many
so
times have
bad.
we heard this happen? And they stay together because they make the right choice for themselves.
If I didn't have kids with them, and then they had a kid with someone else, I'd be like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
That hurt
Oh,
so
you
bad.
guys, Sam, Roula, how could you?
Yeah, it's like what the heck? You don't have any kids with your man, but your man had a kid with some 3-night stand girl.
Because you have
While
to deal
you're
with this
married.
person the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That kid gets married down the road. You got to see that person. That person, graduations.
Always be a
birthdays.
reminder of that
Here's the
betrayal.
positive in this.
Ugh.
You have his number. They have now spoken on the record. He cannot totally disappear on her now. You know what I mean? Because he could have just been the guy that just disappears into the night.
Yep.
And now she's stuck with this and doesn't even know where the dad is. But with all of this, at least we know they've connected and she was at least able to tell him, I think I might be having your child, but I'm not sure.
Well, now I understand why he did come on. And I think it was a preventative strike. I think he was doing damage control because he was worried that she's going to reach out and my wife's going to find out, so I got to come clean.
This person says,
Yeah.
Kyle says, how could this happen? What were y'all doing for 3 days? That's how that
Not
happened.
using protection,
I was
obviously.
holding my magic rock.
Or they could have been.
man.
They could
Things
have been.
do
and
happen.
Yeah.
some
It's
just
true.
slip
It's
past
not
the goalie.
100% fail-safe.
Sometimes it just happens. There's like,
Yikes.
wow. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. You got to keep on top of her, texting her, Eric, to find out when she finds out so we know what the answer is.
I think somebody was texting that you can find out like right now.
They have
Really?
all those pre-pregnancy tests you can do. Like,
There's a certain
It's like 6 days
hormone in your
before.
bloodstream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
the
it up.
Yeah.
HCG
Call it, give her some
or
ideas.
HGC, something like that.
Something.
When it's present in your blood, that's how you know. That's how you
HGC?
know.
You just gotta
HCG, HGC.
Pee on
I
that
don't know
Houston
what it's called.
Community College.
Something. Not HCC.
They have a program there that
No,
do that?
look at that.
no, it's, yeah. It's
I don't know what it's
hormone
called.
or
You think I'd know after having all the kids, but I don't remember what it was called. But it's something when it's present. You know what I mean?
Sounds legit.
Sounds something.
I mean, technology's changed
I
quite a
believed
bit.
ya.
Right. Why not?
I feel like once you get like 30, our brains get full of stuff, and then
Oh my God, the files. I can't go through
Like,
them fast enough.
You got to get rid
the
of some
door's hard
stuff.
to open. It's like rusty. You can't open that file door in your
I'm
brain.
like, wait, I haven't had to look in that section for a while. Let me look over here real quick.
That's why rapid fire with Ryan, and so it's like third graders know this stuff. I'm like,
No, they don't.
I've been in third grade a long time.
Well, also, they don't know what bourbon and vodka difference is in third grade. They're not teaching that.
Stupid
Yeah, I
fools.
wonder if I did a rapid fire quiz, which by the way is coming up in 28 minutes. If that rapid fire quiz was
28, not 30.
I'm
not
looking at
25.
the time.
28.
It's 7:32, so at 8 o'clock, that's when we kick off rapid fire.
Let's be real.
If that
It'll
whole
be
rapid
30.
It's going to
fire,
be 35
32.
minutes. 35 minutes.
if that whole rapid fire was just about alcohol and drinks, what would you complain about then, Eric?
I need more sports.
Oh, you wanted more sports in there.
Or it'd be, I don't like the alcohol you picked. Bartles and James. Who the hell's ever heard of that?
do they even make that
I don't
anymore?
know.
It's just new
old
wine
people
cooler
drinks.
types.
Old
All right,
people
well,
drink.
listen.
Wine coolers. Ugh.
Wine coolers. Hey, there's all different
That's a
kinds. They
starter
still
kit.
have Lynchburg lemonade and down home punch from Jack Daniels in the
Oh, yeah.
convenience store section of those pull away malt liquor drinks.
I just feel like the cans have taken over the Twisted Teas of the world.
Yes,
And,
Twisted Teas.
Twisted
and
Tea is
I
terrible.
have not jumped into that
They're
world.
rough.
I thought it'd be
Aren't
so
they?
good.
I
No.
thought it was going to be amazing because I love Long Island iced teas, and so I had my fingers crossed that this was going to be a convenient way for me to.
Long Island
hold
iced
on,
tea has no tea in it.
That has
I know.
nothing
None.
to do with tea.
Yeah, but
it's just
the-
called that.
But
But it's the same
It's
concept.
straight alcohol. No,
Right.
this is like iced tea that's spiked.
But I figured it was going to taste very similar.
No, because Long Island iced tea is all liquor.
It didn't even taste like
and
tea,
the
though.
little swirl of Coca-Cola makes it look like tea.
Right, but it's still called a Long Island
Oh my God,
iced tea.
Sam,
So
we're
I
learning something
assumed
today.
Getting
that
caught
these
up on
cans
the
would be the
label.
same
Hold on.
concept.
Twisted tea and spiked tea is supposed to be tea with alcohol. Long Island iced tea is all the well liquors all stacked together with
But
a little
it
swirl of
tastes
triple
like
second
iced
Coca-Cola.
tea because of
it
its
does not.
name.
Hannah.
I need like a Texas
It does not. I am the
It
iced tea
does.
champion around here.
It doesn't even taste
tastes
like
nothing
tea.
like tea.
It's so good.
It's just straight up booze.
Have you had the
Disgusting.
Arnold Palmer tea?
Yes.
I haven't tried any of the twisted ones.
Those are
It's already
very,
made.
very
That's a John
yummy.
Daly, isn't it?
Yeah.
The John
Now-
Daly.
yeah, the
now,
John Daly
anytime you
alcohol.
say his name, I just think of his size now.
It's a big jug. It's a little bigger than everyone else's.
How do you know the size of anyone?
Oh, no, it
Right,
was.
that's true.
No.
Again,
No, it was.
That was famous.
it was-
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Me and Sam don't know. You guys know.
President
we
Trump
don't
was
know.
talking about it.
Yeah, he was talking about
I
how
have no
impressive Arnold Palmer was.
Yeah.
I was talking about John Daly, though.
Yeah, but we always think about Arnold Palmer.
Oh, I don't know.
John Daly's not that big.
I'm just gonna sip my coffee.
Anyway, I'm over here looking at Twisted Teas. I'm over here looking Twisted Teas, and I have not wanted to pull the trigger on actually
How
spending
many
my money
flavors
on
are
one
there?
of
Was it
these.
like 20 different?
There's
my
a bunch of
God.
it. There's
Yes,
like
there's a lot.
peach, there's lemonade, there's like non-lemonade.
Sometimes I feel there's
Black
too many
cherry, half and
choices.
half,
Yeah.
light, raspberry, peach, pineapple, mango, blueberry, mango
I feel like
nada.
White Claw, I don't hear as much as I
The
used
game
to.
day pack. The
I
party
always
pouch.
hated White Claw. I'm not a White Claw girl.
It's
Mm-mm.
icky.
If anything, I would do Truly because I feel like Truly has a better
You feel-
aftertaste, and it's the same alcohol. I mean, all of them are 5% alcohol.
Are they?
Yes,
Try Tuesday.
not
Bring
all
some
of
in.
them, but like most of them
Yeah.
are 5% alcohol.
I was at a
The
pool
basic,
party
like-
once with kids, and the mom, these are when White Claws first came out. The
Yeah.
mom did not know that those weren't just LaCroix or like, HEB
you can
brand
tell once you
sparkling
take a
waters.
sip.
Uh-oh.
When they were brand new and nobody knew that, and you're not paying attention at a party, you don't
Uh-oh.
expect the kids party to have booze.
No, you wouldn't.
The kid is like, I'll take one of these because kids, I call it kid beer. Kids love seltzers. They just love to I want to have this black cherry soda
flavored
seltzer.
soda,
And
yeah.
so it was a black cherry White Claw, and her other mom was like, that's an alcoholic drink. Don't get
yeah,
that.
rum cooler,
gosh.
kid.
The party got
have,
really
like-
cold at that place. All the 6-year-olds are...
Uh-oh.
Boy, they're all taking a nap
Well, it's
now.
like Special K with Try It Tuesday yesterday. If y'all missed it, he loved going skiing as a 12-year-old because of the hot cocoa on the lift, but it was hot cocoa spiked with creme de menthe, which is booze. He's a little wobbly on that mountain. We're surprised he survived.
Yeah, how
All
does he ski so well?
Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, there are a lot of famous places from movies and TV shows that get lots of tourists going around them. And you've heard that the people that live there now are like, just get off my lawn. The Full House house in San Francisco is like that. Get off my lawn. Well, there are the neighbors.
The one here on Buffalo, the Darth Vader house.
Oh, yeah.
Are they saying that too now?
It's always people trying to take photos. And I think it just sold because they had an open house last week. I saw people going in.
Oh, they finally sold
The
it.
sign's not there anymore, so maybe somebody bought
And there's
it.
But did
also
it
a
say, "Get
Luke
off my lawn"?
Skywalker house
It should,
here.
because
It should, because everyone just takes
always-
the pictures.
Yeah.
So there's a very famous movie with a very famous house where the people that own it now don't want you there, but the neighbors have a different message for you. We'll talk about it in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hollywood to H-Town
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRVE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Arandas, and there are a lot of iconic movie places and TV places, right? There's a real house, and then there's just the facade of a space. Like, I'll give you an example from the 14 times a day Friends airs. The outside building of Monica and Rachel's apartment is not actually their apartment. That was a soundstage in LA, but people in New York will go on a tour to see things from TV shows and look at the
That's where we
exteriors,
filmed
right?
the exterior.
Right.
Yes.
And then there's the actual house, like the Full House of the Painted Ladies in San Francisco. For years after that house went up for sale, the one that was used as the facade, the people that bought the house were like, I'm done with all these tourists. My God, get off my lawn.
That
Get
was
off my
old. I
lawn.
know Breaking Bad had that same problem.
Yeah, people would throw pizza
Pizzas
on the
up on the
roof of the
roof.
garage.
And be like, stop doing this.
Well,
Well,
it happened in an episode.
the Goonies house is pretty iconic. And if you've never seen the Goonies, I don't know who you are. But the Goonies house was amazing because the first time you see Mikey's house is when the Chunk is trying to get into the house and it's all booby trapped. And it's like this whole awesome thing. Like, hold on, you got to wait for this. Okay, do the truffle shuffle. Come on, do it, Chunk. Do the truffle shuffle for us to
Like,
let you
no,
in.
fine.
And it's like this whole series of cute little obstacles that have to happen to open the gate to let Chunk in, to come into Mikey's house where, Brandon, who is Josh Brolin is exercising with that old school 80s stretch coil thing.
Did he have the headband on?
Yeah, and they're watching a Cyndi Lauper video on TV. So the Goonies house is pretty famous. It is in Astoria, Oregon, and it is a very popular tourist attraction. Now, the person who bought the house absolutely knew what they were getting into when they bought it, right? They bought it 2 years ago for $1.65 million. He loves the movie. He loves the fan. That's fine. It's two houses down who's saying, get off my lawn. Because they're infringing on their property, trying to get to that property.
They're not getting a piece of anything.
Right. And then the guy next door is like, shut up, Karen, and put a sign up. So between the Goonies house and the complainer house, that neighbor has a sign up that says, hey, you guys, Goonies are welcome. And it says, ignore Karen.
Oh, well, that's funny.
Oh, wow.
Remember Ryan went to Shameless House in south side of Chicago?
Yes, and that was...
They charged you, right?
Yeah, but they embraced it. Okay,
Well,
How much money did they pay you? And did you have to pay?
Okay, so I had to pay him, I think, $5 to stand on the porch and get a picture on the porch.
They charged you only $5.
Hey, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, that is really cheap.
I'll tell you what, when I took my Uber there,
You
he's
accept
like, are you sure?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, because he sees me get in the Uber from this nice hotel where we're having a radio convention, and he goes, are you sure you want to go there?
I thought you were going to go buy some crack.
It's in a bad part of town, the Shameless House.
But if the Uber person is from that area, then wouldn't you know as a driver that this is a very common tourist attraction?
You're picking them up from the hotel. I'd be like, well, I don't know.
This guy's going to buy crack or something.
I think it's one of those. It's like a good amount of people come a day, but not like lining for like Elvis's house.
Right.
It's not like, it's not like Graceland. It's just
some people embrace it too.
Did the Uber guy stay?
Yeah, I said, I will pay you any amount of money. You got to keep the car running because I don't want to be
because all
left
you wanted
here.
was a picture. What are you going to do? Just stand there and wait for the next Uber?
I got to look in the door and see. That's one of those rare shows where the initial episode of Shameless was filmed inside that house, and then they duplicated it on a soundstage for later seasons. But it does look like the same in the TV show. Yeah.
The man who owns the Goonies house said, why would you want to live in this neighborhood knowing for the last 38 years one of the greatest iconic movies of all time was filmed in that house, and then you choose to live 2 houses down? Why wouldn't you move out? For the guy that complains about all the Goonies fans that come by. That's why the one next door says ignore Karen.
They haven't paid off. They don't want to spend money.
In Astoria, Oregon.
Where's the Reba house at? In Houston?
I don't know. Somebody. That's one show I never got hooked on. Somebody text us at 37530. Where does Reba say she lives, or what area do they talk about on the Reba show?
What famous actress was in that? What's her name?
Reba McEntire?
Blonde hair. She was always nominated for Oscars. Oh my God, what's her name?
Wait, blonde who's always Laura Linney?
She's had a baby. She's pregnant again. Or oh my God,
Kate Hudson?
No, she was in the
she
one.
was not in Reba.
Oh my
God! Let me look at the Reba cast.
As a kid, she's a kid.
Oh, she was a kid actress.
I'm having a brain fart. I know who you're talking about.
Peterman,
We had her
there's
up here.
Joanna Garcia Swisher. There's
That's not the
Scarlett
famous one.
Palmer.
What's her name was in that one?
It's not Hillary Duff.
No,
I'm looking at the whole cast. Which one is it? Point to the girl, Eric. This is the whole Reba cast from 2001. Who is it?
I never watched it. I just thought someone said she was in it.
I don't see a girl that's famous now that would be pregnant that was on that show.
She's the one with Silver Book Lining, whatever it was, with Bradley
Silver
Cooper.
Linings Playbook?
Rachel McAdams?
No, she wasn't in that. That was Jennifer Lawrence in Silver Linings.
That's it, Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
She wasn't in that?
It doesn't show her as part of the cast of Reba 2001 6 seasons. James Denton from Desperate Housewives was in it.
The guy that plays Mater in Cars, she was in his show.
Maybe that's
Real Country Guy.
Yeah, Mater. He's
Bill Engvall.
No, not the Get Her Done guy.
Oh, Larry the Cable Guy?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, she was in his show.
He's
Jennifer
Mater.
Lawrence was
So
in
that
that
Bill
one.
Engvall had one show. There's all these comedians of the 90s had sitcoms.
Yep.
And if you're bored or have to go to Cleveland this year for family events or something, go to the Christmas Story House. They filmed inside and outside.
Do
of
they
the
charge
Christmas
for
Story
that?
House. You can buy the tour. I think it's a tour ticket because the house across the street was bought and turned into like a gift shop / tourist attraction. And then you buy your ticket and you go through the house and you can actually sleep there on Christmas Eve if you want. It's an Airbnb.
Oh, that sounds
for
like a
6
lot of
people.
fun. See, that's what I wish
That's
they would do with the Brady Bunch house. When I was visiting my daughter last month for her birthday, we went for a walk and we were in the neighborhood where the Brady Bunch house was. We walked there and I peeked in on the front porch because they did the HGTV show remodel there a couple of years
Ryan
ago.
wishes he bought that
But
house.
y'all, in the
it's a
backyard,
house.
it looks exactly like the TV show, and they even had a dunking booth in the backyard.
AstroTurf.
Did they have Was it AstroTurf?
Yeah, they had AstroTurf
Yeah,
in the
because in the
backyard.
Brady Bunch show, they had AstroTurf. They had real grass.
Yeah, it was so cool.
I think I take the Christmas Story house over the Brady house.
But I'd pay to
Looks
stay
more
overnight
comfortable.
there.
I'd rather live in California than
They didn't have a toilet.
Cleveland.
Those 6 kids.
Well, they put
one
a
bathroom.
toilet
There was
in
no
a rebuild.
toilet in that bathroom. They would never show the toilet because it's gross.
one bathroom with six kids and 3
please.
girls.
And no screaming. There was never an episode of the Brady Bunch where the mom almost lost all her hair because all 6 kids were fighting at the same
but that
time.
whole thing back
That's
then,
not realistic.
that was due to the FCC. They didn't allow toilets to be shown on television.
All right, well, that's
so
news you
weird.
need to know. So coming up next, we've wasted all our
Let's just
time
get
with the
right
Brady
into
Bunch
rapid
house.
fire. Like, we're fired up. We need some relief. We need some fun.
And we get you in the Christmas spirit. Trans-Siberian Orchestra is coming back to Houston, and we have a chance for you to win a pair of tickets to see at Toyota Center on the day after Christmas when you're still in the fields. So we need 5 contestants on the line at 833-390-KRBE. You are going to pick which one of us you think is going to win this game for you. The rapid fire quiz next on the Roula and Ryan Show.